Sweet. Looks like we're live. Michael, if you want to share your screen and show us what you're talking about, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, sorry about this, guys. I don't know. Oh, hold on, that's the wrong screen. Okay, so I downloaded that. What was it, NetBeans or something? I changed everything like I thought that they said. I did the little hello world, and then when I clicked run, it never got past an hourglass. I don't know what happened with that. It goes through it down here, run first project, and when it's done, it never opens up a window to do that thing where you check to see that it says hello CS313.
Yeah. So
But
on the Mac, you showed that there was a problem with the proxy server settings.
okay.
And so, does anyone remember where you go to get to that?
Oh, yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. You go,
and then click
yeah,
on preferences.
yeah,
And, yeah, you have no proxy. Okay.
So I did that, and it still didn't. Like I said, nothing ever opened like he said was gonna open, but I'm not getting any type of error message yet either. I still have the hourglass here, not the play button. Like you can see at the bottom, it's not saying run program. It's yeah, I don't know.
Try to do a clean build. I think there's a little hammer, and then do the play. Actually, the button next to the hammer, that's gonna try to open that thing.
Okay, so I did the hammer and the sweeper just now.
Okay.
And let's see what happens. That's a good idea. See, this Java thing opens up over here, and then it goes away. That's what happened last time as well. It says build success. Is there? Should I just try to open?
Go ahead and click the button next to it, the play button. Yeah. Just like that, and see if that opens it. Because I had the same thing. I did a clean build, but what it seems it does is just builds the project, and then the play should open the browser.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
It might be because you already have your browser open, though.
Oh, that's a good thought. Let's see. I don't think that I have a hello world one. I got way too much stuff, as you can see on here. Let me go to desktop too, just in case there's something here. I'm pretty positive I don't have that open anywhere. It would be, shoot, I was here too. This is where I was running through the stuff.
So maybe just try typing in a local host.
Sure. Okay. So what do I type? What do I type in? What was it?
It was localhost, column, and then the port. I don't know what port you're using though.
Well, I think that it's. So I think that it says like 8484. I want to say that that's what I saw it saying, something different. 8080 was what I used for the PHP stuff we were doing through the other thing, but.
Right, I think I have my local host open because I just did a little changes on my. Yeah, I'm using 8080.
Okay. So what does it say anything after 8080 when you're opening this one? Do you have to type in the? You have to type in the.
Yeah, mine says first project, then / hello servlet.
Okay, capitalized first project. No, I didn't. I'd have. Dang it! I can't remember if I capitalized project or not. Where is it? Hello servlet is both capitalized projects. Okay.
First project. Yes, you have it up there. Is the first thing that you see on the menu. First project. So
okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Did you do something after that?
Hello servlet.
Yeah, okay, but it's not.
Yeah, just like that.
Try it without the first project. Just erase first project and just do /servlet.
Sure. Funny, I thought I saw an 8484, so I'm just going to mess with that.
Yeah,
8080 is what it's always been, but when I was doing this, I feel like I recall it's going pretty slow.
yeah, and it could
It's
be if
because
your
that
server's jammed up.
I think it says triple W, isn't it?
Oh,
Try closing NetBeans and then restarting NetBeans.
good thought. So, what was I going to say?
Because I've had that issue with NetBeans before running a local server. So
When I was trying to do the second part where we tried to get it up to Heroku, I also I don't know how all that. Shoot. Okay, so in my folders from my main folder, I had this CS313 PHP, and I was able to run all my Heroku pushes and my GitHub pushes from here. But then when he said to create the CS313.java or whatever, it's not running those pushes and those, when you do the remote / version or whatever it is to see where I have all these from, what am I in? Oh, it says that I have them. It's not letting me do a Heroku push master. Wait a second. Oh, you know what? I think that I refigured that out, and I was just not able to push anything. There was no changes because I didn't have a project to push, maybe. Okay. So should I recreate the servlet? Is it not here? Oh, no, there it is.
So just try doing that clean build and then running it.
Okay. Over here so we can see if it's got an hourglass.
And this is all that we have to give today as the assignment, right? The Hello World thing.
No, we have another assignment this week.
Really?
Yeah, for the next week.
Yeah, we have to create a
Oh
login page.
no! But for the proof section of the 8-week, or do we have something else?
For week 8?
Yeah. I know that we have to create something like a login page for today. Well, for next week.
Right. I think someone else mentioned in the discussion forum or in the discussion board that they had an issue too.
I thought they said that they figured it out. Like they had an issue and then they figured it out or something. Maybe I'm wrong. Deploying first project. Come on, just open. So I wonder.
Well, you have the target there.
Well, I wonder if this is the wrong place for it to be, is what I was trying to say when I'm supposedly going to be doing things from here.
No, actually, for example, my project, I have everything under a NetBeans project folder on my C drive. So I just change back and forth. If I want to do something with Git or Heroku, I just go to the CS Java folder, and if I want to do the deployment of the project, because we have to map it up with a WAR file, then I change to that other folder. But I don't think that should be a problem, because I even have 2 folders in different drives. I have a C and a D drive. I haven't encountered any problem for having them in in different drives.
Dang it.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
down to the bottom in your start menu and shut down NetBeans completely. Did you do that the first time?
Shut this down completely.
Yeah.
I thought that I did, but maybe I didn't.
Okay.
Exit ID. Okay, so it's
Okay, now it's down. And then that one gal, she said that she changed her option to use system proxy settings.
oh really?
And then she said she clicked the reload button. And then clicked test connection button, and it was successful.
So you're saying once I open NetBeans back up, go into preferences, and instead of doing that, no proxy, use system proxy.
Yeah, let's just
reload.
try it and see. Hit the reload.
Yeah,
and then
you know,
hit test.
you mean reload?
Test connection is the one below. Yeah.
So, it says good. So maybe that's the problem. I don't have Sierra, and he said that anybody who has a Mac that has Sierra would need to do no proxy. So maybe.
Yeah, so let's try that.
And I never tried it with it. Okay,
she said
so
that she closed down NetBeans completely after that again.
Oh,
And then
really?
started it up and then tried again, because I think that configuration setting needs to be stored and then brought back up. So in the preferences.
Okay, so you want me to let this finish, or should I just close it?
Oh, I didn't see that you already started it. We could just let it run if you want.
I don't know. Oh, it says bind failed. It says something failed already. I'm just going to quit it, like you said. Who said this? You said that lady? Who's that lady?
I don't know how to say her name. T-E-N-I-L-L-E. Nilly Dell? I don't know.
Yeah, somebody
No,
on the discussion board.
Discussion board, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Dang.
Yeah, I read that too, but I just overread it because I didn't have any problem with my setting.
Yeah, same here. I'll put it in the chat so you can check it out if you want to.
Okay, so the way I've done this every time so far is just to click on my project, open it, and click clean build. Am I doing something wrong here?
No, I don't think so. I think that sounds good.
And should you play or clean build?
Clean build and then play. Yeah, that's the best way, I guess.
Sure. Okay.
Cody, are you on Windows or Mac?
I have both, but
Okay.
Yeah, I've been using both actually.
So if you're a person that uses both, which do you prefer?
Good question. I think I like each for different reasons. I think.
Okay.
I've got an iPhone, and my wife's got an Apple Watch, and so it's nice that everything just kind of syncs up with Mac. That's handy. But different configuration and stuff, it's hard to do on a Mac. It takes a little bit more time to get on networks and run some of that stuff. So.
You know, I think it's because a lot of things are made thinking on Windows rather than Mac, and then you do it for Mac people. And since operating systems work differently, because Mac is just a variation of a Linux or a build off of a Linux.
Right.
It works different.
Yeah. Hey, Michael, do you want to go to services and just double check?
Oh yeah, sure.
Hmm. I don't know. Ryan and Brad, any thoughts? Brian posted a command. I just don't know what you do with that. Net stat.
So there's that bind failed. It says address already in use.
Could not listen on port 1527 on host localhost. I wonder if the ports are just getting used up somewhere else. That's the problem.
Is there a way to modify that to use any other port? Probably something less common.
Yeah, I just don't know which ports are set up as listeners and which ones are set up as on a Mac. I have no idea.
Sometimes I have used like port 3000 to be able to deploy things on some app servers locally. Or 9000.
So, is it in the NetBeans preferences?
I don't know. I use the Windows.
Yeah. It's weird that the test connection worked. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like it's successful. What about when you go to the Java?
Here's the manual port settings. The Java what? Like right here?
Yeah, just to check it out. If you go to Maven, does Maven use a port? Or I don't know how you get to the. If you go back to, just cancel this and go back to that Glassfish services menu. And if you have, is there like a right-click option over there?
Good question. There's an arrow that goes down and gives more.
Yeah, let's check that out. If you do a double-click or.
Man, it won't let me. Every time I do that double click, the box like appears and then disappears. I don't know what's up with that. There it goes.
Go to properties. Let's see.
Yeah, it is 88. See, there's 4848, not 8484. That's what I saw and couldn't remember. I don't know what that is.
But you have.
If you're 80,
But you have the HTTP port 80.
Yeah, right. I'm just saying. I knew I saw 8484 somewhere. I couldn't remember where.
You said you were using 8080 for the other application server for the map.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wondering if that's running on the back or so.
Oh yeah, shoot! You know that thing I left open all the time. Where is it at? Oh, I don't have it open. It would be down here if it was open. The map has been closed.
Started it and see if those servers is still on, because you can shut down, or at least on Windows you can shut it down, but the servers will still running.
Right. Manager OS 10.
Okay. I'll stop it and then see if it does something. Yeah, it says that it's running.
Yeah, so stop that Apache server, and then you're going to want to restart NetBeans again.
Yep.
So why did the test connection work? That's the next question.
Well, I kind of wonder if that test connection just connects to the local host, but your Glassfish server has to run on those same ports. So, I mean, it's not necessarily testing that connection. It's testing.
Yeah. Well, that's a good thought. I see what you're saying. Okay. Dang it. Is there? Dang it. It's my wife's side. Okay, applications. I can't remember what I'm doing here. It's all going to work this time, guys. You guys figured it out. I'm super excited.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
I would leave that closed, Michael.
Oh shoot! What do you want to?
That file that you just opened, the hello servlet, just close
How do?
it.
Okay.
Right there.
And then
I don't think it matters, but just for fun, let's try.
Clean and build project now. You want me to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to run it. Right?
Yep.
Okay, now can you guys hear
Could
me?
not listen on one.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yep.
I kept trying to like pipe in and like, oh, I guess they don't want to.
Still saying that same message about not being able to listen.
Now try doing the no proxy setting and restarting NetBeans again.
Dang it. Whoa, something opened. Look at that.
Sweet.
It just opened
Yep.
right away.
you go.
What was it called?
Hello
was it called?
servlet at the end after the yeah.
There it is.
Yep.
Awesome.
Holy cow. Holy cow.
So yeah, that was the trick, is just shut off that MAMP stack before you run it.
Everything up to date. Why would it tell me that?
Have you added the project file for your NetBeans to Git?
Not to get, but wait a second. What do I type in to do this? What do you?
Just type a git status and just double check it.
That's just that output SQL that I egged. See, that's what I was saying. I didn't like that this was in the same folder.
Oh yeah, I think I put mine on the same level as the PHP folder.
See, when I did that, when I changed directories to that, sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, then I guess it won't recognize it as a Git anymore. Or...
Yeah, like when I did what do you call it? Git remote. There's no Git remote set up there.
Can you do a git status from that directory or no?
Yeah, it just tells me like I don't have a Git repository. So like that's why I threw it back in there, just because when I'm in the CS313-PHP, all the Git stuff works. What was that first thing that he said to? What was it? Where you get to see the? Sorry, just one second. What was it called? Oh, Git remote /v. Yeah, that's the same thing. I don't have any Git remote set up for repository. So when you guys set up your Git repository, did you do it at your main file, not at CS313/PHP or whatever? Like, did you do it in your main folder?
Right, that's where I did it, and then.
So because I did it here, I thought, hey, I'll just throw this in there and then it'll work, which has some truth to it, because when I do, I go, let's see. Oh, wait. Shoot. Yes.
And I think that after you get to that directory, Michael, if you just do a git add and then in parentheses put the CS313Java, then it should pull it up and show those changes.
Wait, okay, status. So if I add CS313-Java, you think?
Yeah.
Git add. That's what you're saying?
Right. I just don't know. Whenever you get to Heroku, just one sec, because I think that whenever you get to Heroku, I'm not sure how that's going to respond, because you're not going to. I guess you started a new Heroku, right? Up there higher, it looked like you did a Heroku add.
Oh yeah, I did do. You're talking when I did where you get this creating app. You Heroku create.
Right.
Ah shoot. Yeah, but what if I didn't do it in the right place now that I've moved files around or something? I don't even know what that command was doing.
Yeah, and I think that you can still do it. You just have to do that --app and set the
app name.
The app name.
Man, you guys have me lost. I don't know what you're saying to do now. Should I push this to Git? I mean, to do the Git add is just going to change it to Git, not to Heroku, right? This is just sending it to the repository I have on my GitHub.
Yep.
So I don't know how this is going to...
But if you did at that point, you can do a Git push to Heroku.
Oh,
okay.
to Heroku?
If you go to the Java folder and then you run a Heroku space info, it should give you all the info on your Heroku, including the Git repository.
Okay, so I'm going to change directories to that one, right? That's what you're saying? And
right.
From here, how do I do that? Heroku, what did you say?
Heroku space info.
Okay. Dang it. I'm not spelling that right. Space info.
Okay, yeah. It has your Git. If you try to do a Git add, then a Git commit, and then a Git push.
You want me to do that from here? So I need to do a Git status to see what you're wanting me to push.
Let's see.
Yeah, that one's... I need to just delete this output. So this is what we turned in that one time. If I delete it here, will it stop showing up there?
Yeah, it would.
Okay. All right. Do I need to do a git commit because I have already added the file CS313-Java?
Right.
Okay. Oh. I don't know.
I guess.
I mean, that's going to add all that stuff to my GitHub repository. I don't know if...
Is that going to screw up his PHP website?
I don't know if it matters. It would just be in a different directory, right?
Right, it'll just be in its
Right.
own folder, but I don't know how that's helping anything, but I could still do it. I'm just going to git push...
Heroku
well, right now it would be... I could try that, but I don't think that's going to do anything.
It would push all that stuff up to Heroku. It doesn't matter which remote repository you do in which order. You can do either one.
Oh, okay. So do you want me to? Should I do this? Should I take it?
That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I just don't know how you go back after you've done it. I'm not sure how you would go back. So it might be better just to, like Ryan was saying, move it to back up on its old, onto a different level, and then just reinstall a new Git.
Yeah, just do a new delete the Java, do a new pull.
Like cloning everything from zero, I guess.
Yeah, I mean that's what I would do, but
yeah, I would do it if I was screwing up everything on my folder. Then I would do a clone, definitely. I've done that before. In another project, we had to push everything to a Git repository, and I don't know. One day I did something, and I did a clone. I used to like backups before I did the push.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say don't do that, Michael. Just so that way that you can keep your Java and your PHP separate.
Okay. So that's going to have to be something I'll do later on. Dang it. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think you're still close. I don't think it'll take you much longer. Just move that out to the same level as that CS313.
Do you have PHP and Java at the same level? I guess.
Yeah, I think you can.
Yeah, that's
so
what I did.
Go to the CS, change directory to the CS PHP.
You want me to get out of that?
I want you
I'm
to
in,
go to back to the CSP or CS Java one.
okay. Yes. 13 dash. Okay, I'm in it. In it, I have like those normal folders. Yeah, I just don't have a remote or Git repository set up
Yeah,
in this.
so now you need to set up a Git repository in this folder.
Yes, sir. Can he just clone or pull from the one the teacher had? I'm trying to remember.
I don't know how to do this. Do I need to do this on my own time, guys?
We can look it up real quick and help you out.
Here's the Git clone that he had us do.
Are you sending it to Messenger or something? Or
Yeah,
It's
it's well, in the
chat.
video group chat.
Yep, if you click on that video one, yeah, and then go to the right hand. There, yeah, right there.
there we go.
There's a command though.
Oh yeah, sorry. Copy that.
Oh, copy that.
Yeah, the Git clone.
All the way
okay.
from the beginning.
Dang, it's not. Let's see. There we go.
Up one more. You have to get the Git in there too.
Where's my terminal? So I type that in there.
I don't. It's not gonna work though, is it, Ryan? Because he doesn't have Git command line installed in that directory.
Does he need to like Heroku login first?
Oh yeah, no, I think I have this already in it. This is already in it because that's what brings this proc file and everything in.
Yeah. I feel.
So
But I think
the
he
whole
needs
thing
a
is
new
figuring out how to do.
repository.
Yeah, I need the Git repository put in here. When I do Git version, like it should say all kinds of stuff. Like if I did the change directory CS313/PHP, I did the Git remote version. I have all those.
Yeah. So I'm
Like I said, those took a while.
Try this one. Hang on.
Yeah, maybe that'll work. Oh, back in yeah.
So to this
Oh, the Git in it.
Java.
Okay.
Yeah.
empty Git repository and users Mike Wiltbanks.
Okay, so now you have a repository in there. So then you're gonna do a Git status.
I have it in there.
That's what that Git init did. It initiated a Git repository in there.
Okay, so now what do I? Because I don't have any remote versions though. Like
Do a Git status first, so that we make sure that you have files. Okay.
There's those.
Sweet. So now I would do that. Pull that one remote that we set up, or that the instructor set up.
Oh, now the one that you're talking about, the Git, this one?
Clone. Yeah. Git clone, right?
No.
Yeah. I think that I already have that in there.
Well, oh wait, that is the Java one, right?
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm in the Java one right now.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and do it. Run it. Just because it's going to say you already have it, but at least then it'll add those remotes to your project.
Okay, I ran it. I mean, there we go.
And then you can do the. Can he push this to his Heroku? How does he add the Heroku project to this?
Yeah, so then you have to do a Git remote. It's going to look like this, but we're going to change the variables in there. So it'll be a Git remote, add Heroku, remote, repository, and then the repository URL in there. So you got to find your URL in your terminal from that new project that you created up towards
Was it
the
one of
top.
these? Okay. Is it this thing?
Yep.
Whispering Caverns?
Whispering Caverns. Sounds like a good one.
So I just...
Now wait, go back up there, Michael, for a second.
Sure.
What's your Badlands one?
Badlands?
You created 2?
I wish I knew what you were talking about. I don't know what you're talking
like
about. I'm really lost.
5 lines lower in blue and green.
Oh,
Badlands.
yeah. Yeah. Heroku crate.
Okay, so take the second one, and that second one in green after the... Nope, the other...
Sure.
Yep, there you go. That one.
Copy that?
Copy that.
Okay.
And then go down there and type in get remote add Heroku.
Get remote add. Oh, so I type in Heroku instead of Origin?
Correct. Yep. And then get rid of the repository URL and paste in that URL that we just got.
Like that?
Yeah, run that. Now check your remotes.
Why did it just... I thought that's how I checked them.
Huh. That is how you check them. It should have went through.
Get remote add Heroku remote and then the Badlands.
Oh, do a mass.
Get...
Hang on just
What?
1 sec.
Sure. Dang it.
Oh, we got an extra remote in there. Don't leave. Take out that remote between Heroku and the... Yep, take that out.
Yeah.
Now run that.
Okay, now I can do get remote / feed and we're going to see some stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, there you go.
Holy cripes.
Then you should be able to do a git push. Well, you have to do a commit first. Do the status and then do a commit. And then do a git push master Heroku.
I got to add all those first before I do a commit?
Well, I think that they're already... No, yeah, you will have to add all those first.
Is there a way to just add all files or no?
Yeah, I think that if you do a git add and then a star.
Okay, then...
Do a git status again just to make sure.
Yeah, okay. And then get... Am I doing push... Oh, wait. Heroku... Get push
commit.
Heroku master? Oh, get commit.
Do a git commit.
I don't know. That good?
That was good.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Boom!
That's why I thought he should do a separate folder because it detects Java and it installs a separate system, I guess.
Yeah, you're right.
I was afraid it was going to throw something like that.
So that's fantastic then, right? That we did. So I can copy this and then I should be able to see it?
You
Or
should
which
just
one?
be able to do a Heroku open right there. And it should open it up.
Hello world.
Cool. And then if you add that, hello servlet at the end.
Oops, did I spell it wrong?
I hope so.
Well, I wonder if I push the hello servlet to the other one. You know what I mean? There was two that you were grabbing.
Oh, right, because you only pulled the teacher's GitHub.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then we have to do that.
What's he saying? I didn't follow that. I'm sorry.
So go back to your files.
Okay.
Can't you just copy and paste that project file, NetBeans projects, into the CS.php folder? Does that work, Ryan, or no?
CS
Yeah.
Java.
I think add to the git add to.
So this first project I don't have in there, right?
Yeah, do a git add.
So wait, if I'm going to do a git add, do I got to paste this in there first? I didn't know what you guys said to paste in.
I think you would paste it in first and then.
Do I paste in the whole NetBeans projects, or should I paste in just first project?
First project, I guess.
Good question.
Oops.
Yeah, because the NetBeans folder will contain every
Sure.
project that you create, and he's just wanting to move the first project, correct?
Yeah, I just don't know. Well, try it and see. I don't think it'll hurt anything at this point.
Whoa, what'd I do? Is that all the stuff inside it? Is that okay, what I just did? So I did this git commit first project, and then I think that's okay, right?
It's asking for an email address
Where does it say that?
right above your cursor.
Oh yeah, git config global user button. Okay, I'm just gonna. I think I'm okay to still just push to the Heroku, right?
Maybe.
I clicked
Try
it.
I guess.
I think that all has to do with just like the fact that I'm adding a message. I don't know, maybe not. You know what I mean? Like some little message, and so it was asking for some like
Or
email and
maybe
password
it
to be associated
recognized
with
that
that.
it was in a different repository at once. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's an interesting thought. Okay, Heroku open. Is that what it was, or was it open Heroku?
Heroku open, yeah.
Dang it!
Well,
You
you're
know
gonna
what?
have to do the.
Oh, it's gonna be under first project, right?
Right.
You need to do the deployment though to Heroku, the war deploy, because the thing that's showing up as deployed is the war file. So he has to
Oh
deploy the
yeah,
war.
that's
Wait,
right.
you guys lost me. What is it that I have to do?
It's in the video. There's
I think I have the command to do that. I ran it.
plus you have to install that secret tool belt.
Okay, we've been on me for too long, right? I mean, I think you guys got me past some hurdles. Let's move forward, like to the other stuff. I'll try to follow it.
Yeah, I think at this point, Michael, you're really close. All you got to do is just go in and follow that second video tutorial that he has set up.
Yeah, I was only halfway through that because I got stuck with the not having the repository set up. So
yeah, and I think that if you do that git clone for the Heroku development web app runner, which you already have, and then all you have to do is
okay.
Actually, you already have that. You just have to move the file and do the war thing, right?
I never did the war thing. That's what, like I said, I was halfway through the video, so I know they were talking about this war thing, and I was not quite there because I couldn't get my other thing set up.
Basically, when you run that, you will be able to see the deployment of your Hello World.
I've definitely gotten past some things that I wouldn't have been able to figure out on my own, though. So let's move forward for everybody in case somebody has to leave. And you guys have been on me.
That's good. I mean, we can come back to it. If you have any questions, just shoot them into the message board, and we'll work on it. Make sure you get up.
Thanks, Cody. So
yeah. So sorry, I didn't get a chance to add everybody yet to that thing, but I think so. We can try this. I mean, if you guys don't want to use it, we don't have to. We can try to just everyone use their own NetBeans and
Speaking of which, is it okay if I delete this? I keep holding on to this tab for Cloud9. Are we done with Cloud9 now at this point? Or
Yeah, I think so.
I think.
okay.
So that's why I'm thinking that Cloud9's going to move to Code Envy, unless anyone has a something.
Look, it's similar. It's pretty
similar.
similar to Cloud9.
Yeah, it is. It's really similar. The only difference is that you know how on Cloud9 it kind of works like a Google Doc.
Oh yeah.
This one doesn't do that.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so that's kind of a bummer, but it does update on occasion. And so as people add their updates, it'll kind of bring them through at different points in time. So, plus at least we'll all be on the same ID and we'll be on the same thing. So, I don't know. I still think it'll be helpful, but if we'd rather just do a NetBeans and GitHub stuff, then we can do it that way too. It's up to you guys.
Well, every time I push or pull to NetBeans, it screws something up. So I'd rather do this cloud thing.
Say it one more time, Ryan. Sorry.
I said every time I push or pull to NetBeans, I screw it up somehow.
You know, in one of my projects, we didn't do the push and pull on NetBeans because it was said if you are not in the same version or so, it could screw up the entire GitHub repository and stuff like that. If we were pushing things to the same repository for the project and things like that, it could do weird stuff. So we were doing the pushes and pull from the GitHub interface. We install it separately. So yeah, you can have a lot of problems. We had one problem on that project, but we have a guy that could do rollbacks with no problem. So he did a rollback and corrected some of the files, so we were not lost.
Yeah, and I've had a similar experience. That's why I just figured that this might be a little bit easier. But, okay, so I just shot you all an email. But if you log into that Code Envy website, it should just pop up your workspaces.
Yeah, let me see.
CS313Java.
I don't see any workspace. Add workspace. Should that's
Nope, you shouldn't have to add it. Just give it one more second. Maybe log out.
okay.
Log back
I
in,
see
do a
it.
refresh.
I see it. Is the one that says Cody CS313Java?
Yeah, that's the one.
Dang it.
So go to workspaces, Michael.
Am I not opening it right now? Okay.
Just go to workspaces on the left-hand side there.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah, and it's loading up right now. So give it a few minutes. It takes a little bit of time to get it all set, but if you just click on it on the left-hand side underneath Create Workspaces, you should be able to see it pop up here.
Let me see.
Okay, I think that we just we just keep on restarting it because everyone's logging in at the same time. So just hit no on that, Michael. Huh, that's weird. I didn't have that problem whenever I tried it. I tried with 2 or 3 people in it, but.
So should I hit the button run workspace or not?
Share your screen.
Let me see
where you're at.
Yeah, I just let me see. How do you do that? Yes, here. And I'm right here. Are you able to see this screen?
Not yet. Okay.
Hey,
okay.
workspace is running.
Go on the left-hand side.
Okay.
And right under Create Workspace, just click on that, and it should bring you into the same session.
Okay.
So that way we're not rerunning over and over.
Okay, I see. Is that correct?
Yeah, now hold tight for a minute.
Okay.
And we'll wait till everyone gets to the same screen.
Okay, I'll stop my
Whoa.
sharing. How do I
Okay.
stop my sharing? I stop sharing. All right.
No.
Oh my gosh, something else happened.
Yeah, something did happen. Just wait, don't click anything, and let me see if I can get it up and ready, and then everyone join in after that.
Okay. Oh, it's doing a lot of check. So I know. Tomcat, servlet.
Yeah, sorry, I should have started it before we started. But...
Okay, now it's coming back.
Huh. Maybe I've got a network issue. I gotta close some stuff. Because I think I'm gonna shut it down here in 2 seconds.
Okay.
Give me a minute, let me clean up some of this and see if we can keep it running. Maybe we aren't able to have that many people in. I don't know yet, so. Well, let's try this, guys. How about everyone just view my screen for now, and then we'll kind of
Sure.
work on it in a second. So if everyone logs out of that.
All right. Let's see. How do you log out of this thing?
I think you can just close the window, probably.
All right, I'm closing it, but since I had it on a browser, I hope everything gets closed.
Let me pull up the instruction sheet real quick.
Okay, I'm changing to that screen. And let's...
Okay, so is everyone out now?
Well, I see your screen now.
Yeah, I'm not on it.
Okay.
I believe I'm out.
Oh, so what project did we decide on?
Let me see the doc. I think there was the social media hub has like 3 stars. The shopping site has 1, and the TV one has like 4, 5 stars.
Okay, so is that what we want to do?
TV,
Is everyone cool with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay. Yep.
I think that's good.
And then we only have to deal with one website's API, right? YouTube.
Say it one more time, Ryan. Sorry.
And then we only have to mess with YouTube's API.
And probably we could, I don't know, for login, we could give the option to use Facebook login for that
So yeah.
and things like that. But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we can kind of modify that as we decide we want to, but I think that primarily it'd be like a YouTube API.
Correct. Mainly, yeah.
Okay, so this is where we're at so far right now. Is I just basically took that NetBeans assignment that we did so far and modified it from hello servlet to controller. So we have one controller servlet that should look exactly like the one that we were just working on Michael's machine. So it has that hello CS313. Whenever we run it, this is what pops up. So that's where we're at right now.
Okay.
And this is what we need to do. So.
Yeah. Yeah, as far as I remember on the assignment, we have to create a login page with all the HTML. And I was looking at one of the examples on the information for study prior to this. And I think then we have to create the servlet. But pretty much, I got... Let's see how it goes, because I don't understand fully how it works. So
I found this little tutorial online.
okay.
That pretty much does exactly what we're trying to do. But because we have to use those JSP files,
Right.
and those are what's gonna write the HTML code, right?
Right. Pretty much the ASP is going to contain all the HTML code, and from there we have to create a servlet with whatever name, and that's going to do all the I guess
all the processing.
All the processing. Yeah, all the logic there. So whenever we create the form, you know how we have that action thing that goes somewhere? You have to call the servlet there, I think.
Yeah, I think
I thought it said something about that we weren't supposed to use the JSPs for some weird reason that I didn't understand. Like, and that there's another way to do it?
Well, I think that you're not supposed to use those little JSP servlets where you just like hash in your Java code in the middle of
right.
HTML.
Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. I remember that. You refreshed my memory. Okay.
As I see it, it's just like using the PHP tags, but in this case for Java thing, you can run you can run if statements and loops and all that with Java.
Yeah, I think that that's the idea, is just to separate your logic from your view, so that all that's separated.
Correct.
Right, just like right. I got it.
So
in the assignment, I guess we can start creating the JSPs. That's gonna be HTML. So we can start doing that. Let me just go back to the assignment, and it says create a login servlet to check for valid username and password. For the first pass, and correct username and password can be hard-coded into the servlet code. If the username and password match, put the username on the session and send the user to a welcome page. If not, send them to an incorrect login page. So I guess we have to create the welcome page, the incorrect login page, and obviously the login page. So we have to create 3 JSPs.
okay. I thought that I could do that right from here, but Because those JSPs don't have to be inside of the.
Actually, on the project, you can say new. Instead of project, you can say new JSP. I think. If it doesn't come there, Java HTML
Well, I've got a
file.
Java class, but I'm not sure if. Oh,
No,
here we go. Java
no, it
class.
has to be a JSP.
Well, I think that it's still a class that we're just gonna type in as a login JSP, right?
Okay. Let me see. I'm just checking something on my NetBeans also. When you go to file, for example, you can do a new file,
Mm-hmm.
and then it gives you all these types, and then you have a JavaScript file, JS Glassfish other. Let me see in other, and then you can do JSP. Oh yeah, you can create a separate JSP. At least on NetBeans, you can create a JSP file.
Yeah, I guess maybe I'm not quite sure how to do that. I think that one of these is the equivalent to that, but I don't know what it is. So maybe we do just need to do it on NetBeans. I don't know. It might be easier.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think
we'd have to
so.
mess with that with GitHub at that point, but I don't know. Maybe it's just as good. At least for these assignments, till we kind of get it figured out, and go from there.
Yep. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, for this first assignment, we could do it on NetBeans, and
Yeah.
then whenever there's time, we could probably mess up with this.
I mean, I
Cloud.
think that if we get to our project, the actual project, if we can do it on here, that'd be great. If not, then, I mean, we'll just kind of go from there. But does somebody have NetBeans up and open and want to type? I don't have it on this computer, actually.
Okay. I do have mine, but I'm not very well with NetBeans. Almost never use it.
Well, we could try to throw some code your way at the same time.
Okay. So, would you like me to share my screen?
I would prefer you over than me, and I think that mine's not fully set up. So, no.
Okay, I'll do my best here. So, let's see. Sure. I have a lot of stuff
Jesus,
open.
if you want to open up just a Word doc that's in our shared folder, we could copy and paste code in there so that you can just copy and paste it.
Okay.
That's a good idea. Who did you ask to do that, Cody?
What was that?
I said that's a good idea. Who did you ask to do that?
Oh, Jesus, if he wants to, I can create the file if he just wants to open it on his end.
Yeah. Just create it and send me the link. I'll open it, just
Okay.
in case there's anything that needs to be typed, and you want to share, so I don't lose much time. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I have to create first a new project here. New project, and then it's not gonna be a Maven. It has to be a Java web, I think. Yeah, web application. I think it is.
So how come it's not a Maven?
Yeah, I think you might use the Maven type.
Maven.
And then web app.
Okay. Web app. Next. How should I call it?
I don't know.
Password?
Login.
Login. Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, that's good.
And I'll keep it inside of the same package that I already have. Yeah, I think it is okay. And then I'll see it. First project, web pages. Okay, where was it created? Was some first project. Java. Oh, right here, down here, yeah. So I see the web pages. It has an index HTML. So I guess here's where we create the login page, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, let me close. Let me just, yeah. Yeah, this is the one. All right. Let me see. Body. Hello world. Nah. Login page.
Are we gonna use an email or just a name and a password?
So, I'll create a couple labels here. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm not used to these snapping stuff.
Oh, you're good.
Label. We're gonna use what? Name, username, and password, correct?
Yeah, that'll work.
Then sorry. I pick. Should I give it an ID or an
Perfect.
password. Correct? Name, password. Okay, here's the first one. Oh, I think I made an error here. We are not supposed to use an HTML, but I'll copy that over to a JSP. Correct? Yeah, this game. Dependency source packages. Okay, I'll create new file folder, other JSP. Yeah, and then say login JSP. Let's see.
We're doing week 9. Is that right?
Right.
If I click on the week 9 team activity and it says nothing.
Yeah, he sent me a link in the discussion board.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the one you sent on the Google Hangout.
Yeah, same one.
So should I copy all this? Head all the way to here. Let's see. JSP. Oh, it already has all that. So I'll just go here. The form. JSP. Uh-oh. All right. I have to move this.
Oh,
Sorry, guys. I was putting everything on the head. So I guess I was doing it wrong. All right. Now this looks better, correct?
yeah.
Yep.
You're gonna want to move that title tag though, back to the head.
And then an H1 probably here. H1. All right. Now we have to create another one for the error and another one for the welcome page. So that's gonna be easier. New JSP. New JSP. Finish. Welcome. Save. And then rename properties. How do you rename the page here?
I think just go down one more option.
Yeah. Welcome. Okay. And then new. Error. Error. I think we got all the JSPs we need. Error, welcome. Login, JSP.
That index,
I think
we don't need it, right?
all right. So I'll delete it. Okay. Now we have to create a servlet, but the servlet should be created here on the source packages, correct?
Yep.
And down here, new servlet. Come on, servlet. And how is that the servlet gonna be called?
I don't think it matters. I would just type in controller or something like that.
Okay. And now on the form, I have to call the servlet. I think on the form on the login JSP form. And then controller. And I guess I need. Is that okay? Am I doing?
Yeah, just we need to submit and we need to post on that after that action.
Oh, okay. Yes, the method.
Yep.
Method. Come on. Why is not bringing? All right. Post. And then here's gonna be submit. Good. I have set. Here's a value. Again. Probably just here. Here. Okay. Is anything else missing here? I don't think so, right?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. This is very new for me, so.
No, you're doing good.
Yeah, you're doing great.
All right.
Hey, I think that if we set up that print line, you know how I took out the requests get contacts path?
Sorry?
So the print line on line 43,
Uh-huh.
if we just take out the request get contacts path in the H1.
Yeah, it's something that they said we didn't need anymore or something. It was what we
Yeah.
Oh,
did.
okay.
I'm thinking that if we just leave those print lines and just test it out and make sure that we can run right now, then we'll kind of start to work through the
You also have to get that little parentheses. That's maybe
quotation.
not. Yeah, quotation.
Like that.
Yeah, and you can put anything in there that's just a title.
Thing or tablet.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, should I run it?
Yeah, let's do just to test it and see.
Okay, I'm doing a clean build.
So I didn't see when you connected those JSPs to this. Did you do that somewhere up here?
We haven't done that yet.
Oh, okay. All right. You just want to make sure it runs and doesn't pull what mine did.
Exactly. Yep.
What did I do, guys? What did I do?
So
All right.
So go back to the project.
This web
Go ahead.
This web info was created. And nothing is inside of
Put
there.
those error welcome login inside of that, just because I think that that's where it pulls those from by default.
Right.
And then go to test packages.
Test packages.
Down a little bit further. 2 more down. Yep, right there. And then
The servlet.
default package.
Bring me that cat.
Okay.
I put the servlet on the source packages. Is that okay? I put it under this.
I think that's fine. I just think that after you compile it, I think that that's where it creates the war file inside test packages.
Okay.
Or maybe it goes inside project files. Go to project files.
Project files.
Okay. No,
Here's the
that's
POM
not-
XML and
Is
yeah,
that Palm
that's
folder
for
dependencies? Do you want to open that up?
yeah, that's where the dependencies for Maven comes. All the configuration for that.
Yeah, do you want to pull it up and just make sure that it looks like we're pulling and setting war files and all that stuff? Yeah, it looks like we're packaging to war. And we've got Maven.
Apache.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that it all got added in.
All right. And so should I again?
Do we?
Let's see. Oh, sorry, I clicked on it before.
That's okay. We can run it and see what happens.
All right. All right. Oh, building war. It's building the war file. So now let's run it. Huh.
So we still have to add that the ending part in there though. Whatever it is, controller, or whatever we type.
Yeah, controller that Java.
Yep. I think just type in
Controller. Oh, okay.
Cool.
It's working.
So now we just have to figure out a way to get it to pass between those. So I think that everything inside our public class can just be erased because we don't really need it.
Which part?
So back to controller Java.
Okay, right here.
Yeah, and then
All this.
yeah, scroll up. I think that everything after the extends HTTP servlet and then that open curly bracket.
What line?
Line, yeah, right where they're at, 22.
Oh, okay. 22. Public
One more
servlet.
down.
All
Yeah.
this.
Everything, I think everything in there doesn't really need to be there right now.
All these comments, should I just...
Yeah, I mean, if we want to maybe even just comment all that stuff out.
All these are comments.
Just do one big block comment.
You're talking about on the
Or all
protected
this.
void.
Say it again, Ryan.
Sorry, you're talking about on the protected void process request.
Yeah, I'm just talking about all of it. I don't think we need any of it because we're not going to run any static stuff inside of there. We're just going to click the HTTP servlet methods, that little plus sign on the left hand side.
Right here?
Uh-huh. And then keep scrolling down. Because all of this is just to display text as static text. So right in the inside of that curly bracket, so do like 87, line 87, and close your comment.
Okay.
Oh, it's not going to close them all because you have closed comments between those two. So if you erase all the... You know what I mean, Jose?
No.
Or Jesus, sorry.
No.
Sorry,
like-
I work with a Jose and he's here today. And that it keeps on happening. But
So like on line 82, take away the back bracket.
yeah.
Like the last line 82, take away the very last. Yeah, just leave
I
one.
see.
Do that
This
on
one.
all of them.
Every single
But this one is open in here, no?
It is, but it closes. Comments always close each other out, so you can't have comments within comments.
Yeah, all you got to do is delete the one / at the end of each of those. Like next is line 71, and then you delete the / or whatever that is.
71. Oh.
Yeah, 71. You don't have to do the first part.
Oh, okay, got it.
There you go, perfect.
Yeah.
And then in here,
57.
57, yes. Then here, correct?
No, oh yeah, you're right. Yep. Okay, so now we start on line 22 and write our own code in there. And I think that it's gonna look something like this. Let me share my screen real quick so you can see
Okay.
it. It's not gonna be exactly this, but
Okay, let me just see it. Okay. I need to get packages imported. Okay,
so I
servlet.
don't think that we need those imports, but I do think that inside that where they have their login servlet, extends HTTP servlet, I think
Right.
we're going to do something similar in there. So the protect void do get HTTP servlet request.
Okay, but in this case, it would be a do post or do get?
Yeah, good question.
Or we just send everything through get method? I'm not sure about that.
Let
Yeah, with the
me
password, it probably shouldn't. But
go a
yes.
little bit further here and just double check.
Because I think they're going to be doing a get.
Here you go. Do post right there.
Do post.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go.
Okay. All right. Let me come back and share my screen.
Okay.
Am I sharing?
Yep, you are. Yep.
All right. So I guess we have to do a protected void, blah blah. Do post. Something like that.
I think so.
Okay. Protected void. We are not gonna be. And then do post. HTTP servlet request. HTTP request, and then it's a variable request. Okay, comma, then we'll send HTTP servlet. Oh, HTTP servlet response and a response. Okay, HTTP servlet response response, and then I get it's
I
gonna
think
ask me
that we
to
do have to have the @ override right above it.
add web servlet, that one
On line 20.
on line 20.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry. On line 20 in the example. Sorry. That one's fine. But
and
see that
20.
line 20.
I'll override the post
Yeah.
delivery.
I think that we need one right above our do post as well.
Okay,
I
right
can't
here.
remember exactly what the @ override does, but it does something with how the classes are ordered and called.
I think it does over. You know how you can overload and overwrite some classes and methods. Probably that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, in that example, Jesus, on line 13 and 14, the do get is actually for the view. See how it's calling the login JSP?
Right.
So I
right.
think that we still need to do the same idea, but we're going to call in our login JSP with a get.
With the get. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay.
Can you? Well, it's a video. I was gonna say, can you type it in? But anyway.
Yeah, I could type it into a Google Doc though.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not that fast typing in.
Yeah, I think if you type one and I type one, then it doesn't happen.
Okay, I'll
Twice as
type.
fast, right?
Yeah, I'll type the post. I was doing that one. IO exception.
Dang it! I'd like to help, but
There is more.
no, that's okay.
Do you want to?
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want to type in that @ override the do get, Michael?
Yeah. Add
Go ahead.
override the do get. Yeah, I thought that was the one you were gonna do. I can do
Yeah.
that, but
If you want to do
can
that
you-
one, then I'll search for more code in the rest of the video.
the only problem is that I need your window.
Yeah, I'll just
you gonna leave
duplicate
this? Okay. All right.
Yeah, I've got 3 monitors up right now, so
All right. I will start typing the do get.
perfect.
Throws. IO exception. Charlotte exception. IO exception.
And I started it in that Java code Google Doc. Michael, I don't know if you want to open this.
Oh shoot! I don't have that thing open. I need to have that open. Is that on the side? Did somebody paste that link in somewhere?
Yeah, I did paste it in
Did you put in the Google Hangouts or what?
the Google Hangouts. Yeah.
IO exception.
Okay.
I think it's the.
Oh, all I see is like at over.
Yep, that's just the start.
Is that what you
right? That's as far as I got.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
But then Jesus, yeah, Jesus can have the same one open, so that we're all.
Sure, it'll be easier for him to grab. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's disappearing. There it goes.
Response.get writer. Get writer. Print line SU. Print.
Oh.
Search dependency then Maven for IO exception.
So I'm putting in even the path that's probably not correct. I'm just exactly what they have. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. We can fix it whenever.
Okay.
There.
For the EASP, right? For the
Right.
the override. Okay, I think I got the do post.
I'm almost done with the other one.
Yeah, I'm just looking in the where is that Google Doc?
If you look, it's the second link in our chat session.
Okay.
The second link up. Sorry, from the bottom.
Okay,
Oh,
I've got it in there. If you want to grab it, Jesus.
we just lost Facebook.
Oh, where did he go?
I don't know.
Good deal. Crap, that's funny.
Maybe he's anonymous rabbit.
Let me copy this link again.
So I probably shouldn't have done all those little tabs and inserts and stuff.
Sorry, I just closed the Google.
No worries.
So I guess I have to share again, correct?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Sorry about that. Like I was trying to look for. Now the chat is gone on me, so I lost everything on the chat.
Oh, okay.
Great.
I put it in the other chat window though.
It was in the Google Hangouts chat. I'll add it on the side right over here though. That's the Google Doc. If that helps.
Yeah, I'll try not to close this window anymore.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to get into the chat for. Okay, I'll copy and paste it. All right, I have it there, and
We still and we. Oh, there it goes.
so inside of here, I have a bunch of errors. Let's see why. Protected.
Oh, Try lowercase protected.
Oh yeah. Shoot. First word out of the thing.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. Okay. I think this is gonna go up here,
And I think
and then we can do the throw after that. Yeah, we can
Yeah.
actually do this. Throw exception, and then this one.
Yeah, there's a parentheses after your IO exception, and there's not after mine. Or not a parentheses, one of those curly brackets.
Right. Let me see if I got it right. Do you have the code, Cody Seal? Right. Let
Yeah,
me see. Yeah, after the IO exception, in mine has that bracket, and then the bracket is closed down here.
maybe you just
IO
can't see the
exception,
bracket.
request, depatcher. No, after the response, you have the throw exception, the throws, and then certainly exception, request that. No, it looks. Oh, the
I think there
bracket is
needs to
put
be one.
at
It's
the
just
bottom.
hidden.
I think it's just hidden over there after IO exception. It's cut off on the screen, maybe. So I
yeah, I
didn't
think
put
you're
it in there.
right.
So it's here. IO exception, request, format. Think if I'm not right, it should be somewhere down here.
You don't think that after IO exception you should do a curly bracket?
No, it doesn't. Ah, okay, got it. Yes, I see what you mean.
It just was cut off on the screen, so I didn't type it. There.
Okay, does that look good now?
I
You might
think
want to tab over.
you need a curly bracket at the very end of line 24 too, and then a curly bracket at 28.
Something like this.
Yep, and then line 24 at the very end.
24. Okay, got it. Right here. Okay.
Some imports now, or wonder why it's all red.
Say it one more time, Ryan. Sorry.
You think we're missing some import or something? Just wondering why it's underlined red.
Yeah, well, it's asking for remove. Okay. Create a class HTTP servlet, but it's not.
It's misspelled, right? Servlet.
Oh yeah, servlet.
Servlet.
No.
Search dependencies at Maven.
Yeah, try. Huh? Maybe he had a different class in there from his example posts. I'm not sure. I just assumed that it was part of the Maven set, but
Well, he's doing an HTTP servlet respondent request import here
okay.
Yeah.
at the
So let's
very
try it.
beginning.
Oh, we got
But
ours.
I
Though.
do, yeah, I do. We do too. So, what could it be wrong here?
Servlet.
Oh,
Well, one went away.
capital H
Yeah,
on the bottom.
Yeah, capital H on HTTP. And then it's got to be the same for the second one, too. It's a capital H as well.
Capital H. Okay.
One part.
Well, this looks good now. But I guess we have to do some servlet exception.
Let me see if I can get to the top of his document and see if he does additional imports.
Make it work. Scream it off. Start over again. Look,
Oh, here is asking for a import, but what?
Check these imports with your imports, Jesus. If you scroll up to the very top of yours.
Okay, let me. IO exception right here. IO exception, and then well,
Servlet exception.
he's servlet exception
You've got
right
server
here.
exception. Annotate web server.
Web
Servlet.
server right here.
HTTP
HTTP
servlet.
right
Yeah,
here
then we got the other two.
Okay.
and right here. So everything it's in there.
Get request dispatcher. Do you think that that's a?
In what line? Sorry.
Oh
Right
no,
here.
I don't. I'm just. I'm not saying that it's an import. I'm saying like, what if it's like a class or something? But get
Let's see.
request dispatcher.
I don't. Let's try to run it and see what it does.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, our we don't have a views in there. The web interface login.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that path is just what they had.
And I think ours is called login.jsp.
It's with a G
Sorry.
at the end.
Yeah, it's misspelled on my side. So let's go and do a rename. Login. Yep. Okay.
Hey, look, it fixed. Oh no, it didn't. It just pixeled enough to where I couldn't see the line.
Does that look good? With inf, forward request, response, and then in here, can add find symbol, variable, location, class controller, notice statement.
Are we? Is that path?
Oh, you see, we need to import the controller. Oh no, we are on the controller.
Yeah, we're on the controller. But I wonder if that path needs to be
Why
modified
is
to
there
go out.
Like this.
Open up your projects again, just so that we can see the.
Oh, the controller is in here. So we need.
Yeah, it's packaged in there. I don't know. I don't know exactly how that works.
I need to import this package, I think. Up there. Import edu.byuci blah blah.
Don't you have that at the top already though?
Import.
Scroll up to the top of you.
Oh, it's there. Well, this is the package itself. So we are in the package.
Why do we have an open curly brace on line 24?
924. Here. It's
Yeah,
because
in the
yeah, this is a method, and these are the parameters.
look at the code on Cody's side. There's no open
I think it might just be cut off.
after the in between the throws and the closed param though. There's no.
There's no yeah.
There's nothing there.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
something like this. And
But
then
oh,
uh-oh, what did I do? Okay.
I'll leave that one there.
Yeah, I think that one's.
I got rid of the throws error.
But should we be closing the class controller here?
Nope,
I don't think so.
not
Not
yet.
yet.
Yeah, you're gonna have to remove that, and then go down and remove the other two too. At the end of line 33,
33.
and then 37 needs to go away too.
37.
That I think that one needs to be there, but you want to not tab it over, like because the
No.
H.
Because we already have it closed.
Oh
below.
yeah, at the very bottom after all the comments we have it, right?
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So this is going to import another search dependency for this get writer.
So click on that, or double click on it or something, on the left hand side. Can you click on that, or will it resolve it or no?
Nope. Then in here, get request. I should the only thing I don't understand is this request get request dispatcher.
Yeah, I don't really. I think that it's just so that it can queue up that view, but I'm not really sure what it is exactly or how it works. I'm assuming that it's in that Java X, part of that Java X import, but I don't know. Can we try a run and see what it does?
Yep. I'll do a clean install or just a run.
We can do a clean and go from there.
Just like that. Let's see. Then controller.
Yep.
Yep, controller.
What's the error?
Says Java long runtime exception. Erroneous tree type
just-
any.
Can't compile.
It's because of the errors we have.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. Remove unused import. I'll leave it there. It doesn't hurt to have that. But down here, should I try to import any of this?
Like you said, it doesn't really hurt to have those up there. I don't know.
Yeah, let's just do the top one and see if that removes the error.
No.
This looks all weird now. This get request dispatcher. It seems like it changed after.
No,
Like
guess
almost-
what? This
yeah.
goes like that.
But like, what's with all the spaces in it now?
Hey guys, I gotta leave in a couple of minutes.
Oh, okay.
Get out of my cart.
I don't know what to do from here. I'm lost.
Me too. I wonder.
Yeah, me too.
In the reading, did it have another example? Did it a different
Yeah.
way?
Yeah, they have a couple of examples. One with a calculator. That's the simplest one.
Yeah, I wonder how they pulled their JSP.
Let me see. I had it open here somewhere. No, here, right there. Well, this is the second example. That's create a project. So what happened here? Oh, okay. So here it is. Create a submission form. That's what we did here. But they're doing a get. Well, I don't think that matters a lot.
Yeah, let's scroll down and see how they handle it though.
To complete the page, you should look as follow. Okay, yeah, it looks like that. Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, that doesn't look like where our issue is.
So the compute servlet, how do they down further? I think.
Yeah. Create a
There's-
compute servlet.
Oh, they're just doing little requests like that. Integer, parse integer, request, get parameter. I wonder if you can do a request post parameter or something to get the post. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just like here.
Right?
Dang it, where is that page?
Yeah, you want to post the link to that?
Yep. I'll post it here.
Okay.
Thanks, Jesus.
Hey, no problem. So they're getting the values from the variables here because they're doing also a parsed in to parse. So they're getting web servlet. This means before the declaration of the servlet class, notice the annotation web servlet. This means that our servlet will invoke for URL matching. This is why the specify compute servlet as the action over form. Notice that it is simply compute sum and not extension such as Java. Because the method under form was get, we need to fill in the logic in the doGet method. Inside the method, we first need to get two form variables. This can be accessed via the request object. Okay, request get parameter. But I don't know if that's gonna work with the do post. Let's see.
I don't think it will. But I think that we've got the do. Well, yeah, I mean, let's try and see. Maybe it will. I don't know.
I'll do this. I'll comment out this like that. Do get.
I wonder if we could just do that request dot get request dispatcher.
And then in here, probably this.
Oh, somebody's.
Like that.
Jesus.
Uh-huh.
Try the request get request dispatcher, and then
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
so request and then dot get request dispatcher. You can leave the instead of get parameter, say get request dispatcher.
Request this at like that.
Yep. And then they've got a forward request response.
Dot forward request response, which was similar to what we had. It was just not after the same.
But here it doesn't have a forward method.
Yeah, take that.
Yeah, do the forward anyway and see what it does.
Well, I'm just rewriting.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's exactly the same as what we had on.
Yeah.
Which
Sorry.
no, I was thinking the same thing, Cody. I was just trying to copy what they had, and yeah.
We can do the post, the get.
Did they do their parentheses the same? So they, yeah. Maybe we don't need the web/in
Yeah,
inf.
you try that. Just erase everything after that backslash.
Right here, plug in, like that.
Yeah, leave that
Yeah.
first backslash or first forward slash there.
Yeah, one more. Yeah, there you go.
And then erase the
Didn't.
dot.
Well, you could put the dot forward in there still. See if it request response. Oh, request is capitalized on that last one.
Yeah, do a lowercase request.
It's a lowercase request.
Oh. Where?
Right there. Where you're typing.
You were right. Where you're typing, if you don't capitalize the request, and on the previous line it was capitalized and it shouldn't have been. And we still have the curly bracket though. So what about putting that /inf back, because we still have a curly bracket.
Do you agree on this?
I mean,
like that.
Yeah, just to see if it was just that capitalized error. No, it's still there. I don't know.
Give me 1 second.
Hey, wait. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, I have a stupid.
Well, I don't have any comments, so whatever you are thinking, it's okay.
Well, like you renamed login from logging to login. Well, try putting that G at the end just in case, like it didn't. No, it's fine. That's not it. I don't know what's the matter with this thing.
All the errors are showing here.
Like try the welcome JSP or something just to see if it goes away, or like that's a
Capital.
Capital W, by the way.
I think it's that forward. That forward method is not in here. If we remove that and place the dot, it gives us something else, but not the forward get. You see, there's no forward.
Yeah.
That request dispatcher. So let me see how they do it on the where was it? On here. So JavaX compilation.
Yeah, they got the imports right there. What are those? Let me look at my own.
And then they do a voice to get, please request, response.
Maybe just copy and paste that, then put it in ours.
Just get it.
Just to double check it.
Yeah, sure.
Keep
and
going
see
down.
What they have.
Just include the integers and all that, all the way down to the first curly bracket. From protect void to get.
From here?
I wonder if this.
Yeah. All the way down to the first curly.
The here.
Yeah, copy and paste that over and just see if it gets rid of the.
Here.
Yep.
No, yeah. Just see if it gets.
And
us
actually,
no errors.
they don't have the add override. Erase that add override, maybe. Oh, that got rid of our thing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what were we missing?
So
What do you think it was?
Erase the int
Results.
variables and the int sum and the request.
This.
Yeah.
Keep going.
And then
Yep, right there. Oh, up one. Yeah.
you want to change the
Oh,
results JSP to.
I see. To the
What did we do different? What did we miss? Do you think?
Maybe
How
that
come it's
throws. Maybe throws has to be on the same line. I'm not sure.
oh, probably we can do that. Throws like that. In this case, it's trying to get this print thing. This is the problem here. So this is gonna be login like that,
Yeah.
correct? And then
Right.
I'll do this.
It was seriously just because that was on a different line. The throws. Is
I
that
don't
really
know.
what the problem was?
I mean, it could be. I'm not sure.
Or do you think it was like we missed a capital letter somewhere or something?
Yeah, that could be too.
Well,
Yeah, leave that
I'll do this.
commented out and then see if we run it, if it'll run.
I'm running it.
Yeah.
Is it in your cache? Do we have a cache?
Yeah, let me open this. I'll open another browser because I have a lot of things going on here. I'll open Firefox. So that should be separate, correct?
Yeah.
Not now.
Dang it.
Well, shoot.
Try the go back and in the path still put the not
me
the
that.
path. Okay, yeah, try that. You can try that if you wanted to. I was thinking try in the dispatcher, get request dispatcher, add our whatever view thing that we had going on. Yeah, web interface.
Yeah, the web INF thing. Put it back in the.
Okay.
Because maybe in their example they didn't have that.
They didn't, and
Like that?
And then I think you need an extra, that one right there too.
perfect.
Okay.
It's gonna work, guys.
Two. On it.
It didn't work.
Am I doing it?
Maybe.
Oh.
Oh, there it is.
Oh. Yeah, it took longer. Sorry, guys. It took longer. It took longer.
That's hilarious. Oh, crap. Well, that's good.
We got this far.
That took so long.
Hey, I blame the whole thing on Michael typing on the Google Doc. That's like where it was messed up.
No, I blame it on me too.
Oh, crap.
Okay,
Okay.
it's showing something.
Yeah, that's good. That's always exciting, right?
So now the dupos should get the values from here and here.
Right. Which I think that we can do that
Variable stuff.
request get parameter and do it by name.
Like this.
Yeah, except for instead of a get request dispatcher, we're gonna do a get parameter.
Oh, okay. Request.get parameter down here. Correct.
Yep, right.
I'll comment that out still, just in case.
Yeah, let's just leave it. I think that was only just to test it. That get writer print line.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I'll get rid of it then.
yeah, let's just delete it.
Okay. So that's gonna be request dot get parameter, and then the name of the parameter.
Yeah, it's gonna be the name in our form, whatever it is, like
Get
username or.
user name. I think it was like that. Username.
And actually,
So
we're
let's
gonna want to set that as as a
a
variable.
variable to that.
Okay,
That's the
username
error.
Yeah.
or username equals this, like that.
Except you're gonna have to do string or something
Yeah.
rather than
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah. Sorry, PHP.
It's not JavaScript.
Oh well, JavaScript actually. Yeah. String like that.
Now what's the issue? You don't have to do that.
Is that just a suggestion?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
What the heck?
Erase that semicolon after get parameter on the line 1 up. Yep, right
Yeah, right there. And then, of course, pull the rest of it back up to that line.
there. Yeah, keep it on the same line.
And then add the... They put the semicolon on the wrong line.
Yeah, semicolon on the line
Put it
above.
up one file, up one line.
That still I have.
Why does that give us issues?
What did it say, Jesus?
Unclosed
Unclosed
character
is not a
literal. Oh, probably it's because of this. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, so it doesn't like... Okay.
That's weird. I think that might just be a NetBeans thing. I bet it would still run if
Yeah.
you ran it.
I think we can still do this like that.
Yeah.
Just a warning.
Yeah.
Just because
Should I-
username.
No, just leave it. Yeah.
And then
That's
do the
fine.
same for the other one, correct? Password.
Right. For password, yeah.
Right.
Password. Then in here, I think I call it password too. Password. And then what do we have to do with this?
I think that we're just gonna do a check. See if it's. Let me look at these.
So the first time we hard coded into the JSP,
Okay, we need to check. But how do
And then
we
after it has to
hard-coded
check.
it?
I think you can just do an if statement.
I think just like you, yeah,
Right here?
Yeah, on the next line, just doing if username
If.
equals and password equals.
User name. Okay. Equals.
And then do you do a request, get request dispatcher
User.
just like before?
And
Yeah,
And-
we will.
password equals password, then, and we will do a we'll be requesting something else. Let me
You
see.
could just copy that up there, right? Like the request, get request dispatcher and
I think
paste that
that
in.
Oh, equals. Sorry, it is the same here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
If I'm-
he was complaining about. Okay, so then we will do a request, blah blah. But for the other page, for the welcome page, correct?
Yeah, and it's a capital W on welcome.
And let's run it.
You're gonna do what? You're gonna do like an else and put in the other page.
Oh,
You don't have to. I guess you could just.
we can
run
do
it.
that. Else. Yeah, that can work.
paste again. Yeah.
Then do error.jsp.
Remember, you might have capitalized the error too.
No.
Yeah, you did.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I did. I did.
Sorry, I had.
So, do
Background
we want
noise.
to open up welcome and error and just make sure that we know what the differences are?
Oh, sure. It just welcome.
Oh, that's
It's
a good
just like
idea.
this. Welcome. And error is the same thing. Error.
Okay, sweet. Sounds good.
All right. So controller, I'll run it.
Yeah, keep your fingers crossed.
And then
Dang it.
controller. And then username was,
I don't know.
sorry, I don't remember. User.
User.
And password. Error. Well,
Woo!
I put the right one, but I don't know if I did. No, I didn't do it. Sorry. Let me just copy it like this.
Hey, we needed to check both.
Well, we know our
Right.
error works.
Okay, error.
Darn. That's too bad.
Crap.
Huh.
Did you?
What are the warnings it's giving us?
Okay, the warning says that.
try to just do one part of it, like if the username's right and not the password, so you're not doubling up on instead of
Like
the end.
this. Like this.
Yeah, just to see if so you don't have to double check everything.
I'll run it again. I think I have to run it, right? Each time I do change or so.
Oh, sorry.
User. Do you agree? Error.
What the heck?
Try that.
Can we see what username?
Do if and inside your if statement where it says username, do username dot equals ignore case. Here like this. Can you see my screen?
I'm need to go back. Where was it? Okay, I can see it now.
So line 30 on there. See how they have the email equals ignore case and then an email address.
Okay. If you want, just type it on the Google Doc.
Google Doc.
Yeah. I'm just trying to go
Yeah,
through.
if you click on my
Okay, email dot equals ignore case.
and then
Okay.
For the day.
and then do the same thing for the password.
Okay. So it would be something like this. Password. Okay, going back to this. And that equals ignore case. Equals that.
Yeah, there it is.
That one. And maybe we want it to say equals without the ignore case, so it's case sensitive. I don't know.
Oh yeah, just like equals. I see what you're saying.
How?
Just erase the ignore case.
Okay.
Sorry.
Just like that, and then I'll remove the second part. Correct.
Correct.
Like this,
Yeah.
and do the same here. Password that equals
Right there.
password.
Enter. Yeah. tab or whatever you do. And then inside, you have to have the one in quotations,
Yeah.
and then you have to check it with your variable. So
Here
password in
is
quotations.
username.
Instead of request, put password in quotes.
Word.
Inside
that?
quotations. Yeah.
Okay.
And then do a comma
Word.
after the quotation and type password again for your variable. So it's checking the string and the variable.
Password like that.
Yep. Then do the same thing on username.
Good morning, Daddy.
Username. Like that.
Yep. Now just don't forget that your username's username instead of user.
Yeah, but
But
it's
it's still giving us an error, huh?
What's happening?
Hover over top of that. Does it give you a... what if you click on the flip operands?
I don't think it needs the
end.
username dot equals. No, I don't think you need the comma, the second thing being passed into it.
Like that. Like that.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's the object and the method, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Sorry, I
Right.
was looking at the wrong line. I was looking at the request set after.
Right.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Okay. Username.
Yeah.
Username.
Password. Yay!
Awesome.
We know the other one works.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're not error.
All right. So now that's the first part.
Yeah, what happened to the whole thing where they said you just got to work on it for an hour and then check the answer?
Well, that's if you knew. That's if you knew about Java.
Yeah, I'm just saying they used to have that on the instructions. Like after trying an hour, then go ahead and look at the answer. Where's that? I don't see that on.
Just give up. Nah.
No kidding. Well, I think that we got it done. We just don't have any stretch activities done. So.
Yeah.
So now, do you want to go to the next one?
It says
Or-
zip up your JSPs and servlet and submit them via iLearn. You
Yeah,
also do-
and I'm not sure that we actually have to do that. I think that he was going to rewrite this. He just said this is what it was last year. And so we might just hold on to this code and wait until he actually rewrites it and puts in the new thing. He said
Okay.
he's
Sure.
going to do it over the weekend.
Gotcha.
And then we can double check it and see if it's different.
And then we
You know
just-
what I mean?
Yeah, and then just chat on Google Hangouts of whether or not it needs to be submitted or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is it, correct?
Well, we still have to do that. Yeah, that's it for the coding part, but we still have to get our, what do you call it, project proposal in this weekend too.
Oh, okay.
So it's due on Saturday.
So Saturday, this upcoming weekend.
Yeah, next Saturday, on the 4th.
Okay.
So I don't know if we want to try to just at least look at that and kind of come up with a game plan at least.
That sounds fine to me.
Where should I put all this code for you guys?
I don't. If you just want to hang on to it, Jesus, that works for me. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
Unless you want to upload it to a GitHub and I don't know. It's up to you.
I'll do a backup on my Google Drive just in.
Okay.
I'll try to run it. I have also a virtual machine somewhere, so I always have that virtual machine with the latest stuff.
Cool.
All right. So now what would be the next thing to do, or what? Or are we done for now?
Yeah, no problem.
Are you opening up the proposal, Cody?
Yeah, it's open right here. Do you want me to drop it in? I'll drop it in the chat real quick.
Oh, the link. Okay.
But yeah, this is the project proposal. So I think based on the votes, we were gonna do the TV one, right?
The YouTube,
Yeah.
yeah, that one.
Okay. All right, sweet. I actually submitted that one, so I think that if we just how many people do we have in our group? 5 people?
I think so.
6 people?
Six.
I think it's 6.
Yeah.
Do we just want to divide these up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Do it on a
and-
Google Doc.
Yeah, do it on a Google Doc, and we can all just kind of type them all in, and then as we come to the end, we'll kind of review it and make some changes, and then submit it before Saturday.
Sure.
Sounds fair.
Okay, I could do number 1, just an overview of the project, and kind of describe the whole thing.
All right.
I can do the mock-ups.
Okay. Third party, please list any APIs. I can do the APIs.
Okay.
What data will be gathered from these APIs? Okay.
Do we want to do a database, or do we want to just try to stick with APIs? I don't know.
I think our initial plan is to just do the APIs, right?
Okay. Do
And
you want
then
to divide
if we're going to add,
I think
divide
that-
up the milestones.
I was gonna say divide up the APIs and the milestones. So probably if we're gonna just do APIs, we probably need to have more than one.
Oh, okay.
Because
Well, I
think
don't
that-
mind if we do a database. I just was saying start with a simple plan, and then if we want to add to it, then we'll add to it. Is all what I was trying to say. Like if it gets.
Do you want to do
easily-
a database for the login for users? Are we going to be doing something like that, or are we going to try to pull something from the APIs of Facebook, Google Plus, so people
I
can use?
We could go either way. I just know that they said if it's not API heavy, then include a database. So I'm thinking if
So
we're
let's
not going to
do-
do a database, we should do more than one API. So
Okay, so I
Okay.
could describe the
Okay.
database as just being what do you call it? The usernames and passwords, if that's what you want to do.
I think that it would also be cool. I don't know. So in that little project description, if we did a little database that had a way so that users could upload messages, like post different messages throughout the day, and then we could have the YouTube video on the top, and then the messages scroll across the bottom.
Probably grabbing all the messages from the database, correct?
Right, yeah. So users would log in, add a message that would expire in a week or something, and
Oh,
then
okay.
those messages would just scroll across the bottom below the YouTube videos.
Right, to have kind of a space for those messages and being
Exactly.
just grabbed from the database. Okay.
Yeah. So Michael, I mean, if you wanted to create a database that kind of held the username, a password, and a message, and then maybe an expiration date.
Okay, yeah, I just explained it on here. I don't create an actual database at this point. I'm just explaining that what you just said, right?
What's
Right.
that? Sorry.
At this point, I'm just explaining that what you just said, right?
Yeah. No, it's just an explanation of how the database is going to look, or what classes, what fields,
Sure.
stuff like that.
And probably the database will not handle every user password. I don't know. I'm just thinking, but an administrator password, the one that's gonna like
Oh, cool.
calling all those messages, or what? Or
one
am I not
password for-
understanding?
It could go either way. It might be. I mean, if we're gonna have a database, it might be good to have multiple users, a users table with the user's name and password, and then a messages table with an ID that connects to a
Okay.
user. Just so that way we have two tables with two simple tables with a little primary foreign key.
Right. And then for the API would be just to investigate about the YouTube API.
Yeah, YouTube API. See if there's a way that we can get videos from subscriptions and just have the latest 24 hours off of 5 or 6 subscriptions.
Okay.
In a
Like somebody
playlist.
that has their own what's it called? They have their own YouTube channel.
Right.
Channel, yeah.
And then
Yeah, I think that would be the idea. And then if
So-
we want to, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna ask, do we know whose idea this was?
It was mine. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll probably just message you just to kind of see what your ideas were about it.
Yeah,
that
I think that if
makes
you
sense.
just want to put the messages in that Google Doc that we have started, just so that way everyone can see the answers, the questions and the answers.
like
So-
adding an FAQ part section or so. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Or we could start a new one that's just based on that project idea.
I think that would
Yeah.
be better. Yeah, that's the chosen one. So
I just was saying I'm starting a Google Doc right now for our proposal. Is that what you guys are talking about right now?
No, I was just talking about a place to kind of walk through ideas and be able to, have some questions and get some answers, and spread some thoughts on the same thing. So, just like a Scratch doc. So.
does anybody know when is the instructor going to do any updates to the activity we were just working on?
He said that he was going to work on it this weekend, I think. If you look at the discussion board, he answered that question.
Okay, so probably he's gonna move the date.
What do you mean the date?
Yeah, the day we have to put all that on the activities, or what? That's for lesson 9. I don't know when the date is for that. Oh, okay.
March 1st, so Wednesday.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think that he was gonna try to get a new instruction sheet uploaded this weekend, is what it looked like in here.
What's that?
He said, yeah, current link will be uploaded this weekend.
Okay. Just to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I think if we give it till Tuesday, and then if it's not different on Tuesday, then we can upload that zip file like it said to. So.
Okay.
So Java project details. We can just add some questions, and then I'll try to respond and add my thoughts, and then we can definitely collaborate as a team and just make final decisions. But
Cody, do we have a folder for that, for all those documents?
I just put it in that same folder that you created, Jesus.
Okay.
Wait a minute, you have a Google Drive folder already for all this?
Yeah, we do for this class that we've been using.
Let me
shoot.
go into my Google Drive.
So I want that link just because I'll just I'll just copy this stuff over to the other one.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'm trying to get the let me see which one was it.
The Google
Oh, okay.
Drive.
Yeah. Let me get you the link. A shareable link.
Has it been shared with me already? Because then I could.
Yeah,
just
I don't
on
know.
my drive.
It was shared earlier. But.
Yeah, I created it. Let me just paste. That's the one. See if you can get into it.
Here it is. CS. Is it CS313? Is that what it is?
Yep.
And then Java project is what you got.
Yep.
Right. So I'm just gonna make a new thing in there, or is there already one started?
No, that's great. If you want to do one, I've just got the ideas that we had, original ideas, and then the project details doc. So.
And I'll upload the code to there, just so everybody can have access to that.
Okay. Brad, does that work? Does that work okay for you? Just to type in your questions on this project details doc?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, there we go.
So then, milestones, you can kind of assign Jordan and Ryan to go through the milestones and just kind of make up the milestones for the upcoming weeks, if that works for everybody.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And then do we have a date for to finish the project?
Let's do it at the end of the semester.
All right.
I can't remember what the exact date is, but I think it's on the very last week.
So if we are on week 9, pretty much, it's gonna be from week 9 to week 14, 12.
I think we've got like 4 weeks, right?
Right, 1 month. Yes. Yep.
Okay, so I have the document in there. It's, of course, nothing special. Just has a list of the numbers to go off of. So.
So then, Brad, you're doing mock-ups, right?
Yeah.
And what do we want to have is I think it'd be good if we could get this done a little bit early, just so everyone has time to kind of review it. What do you want to set for the due date for this document? I mean, even if we did like a Friday night at midnight or something.
I think I'm up for Friday night. On Fridays, I get off work a little bit earlier, so if I fall behind for some reason, I will have time to catch up.
Okay.
I don't know for the rest.
Does Friday night at midnight work for everybody else?
You sliding down?
Okay, so here's a link to the project details sheet, and I just put in a due date and all of those assignments that we just made.
Does let me see what you're talking about. Talk. Did you put it in the same folder, Cody?
I did, yeah.
Okay, just Cody, just to understand the part of the API for the, or just to make sure that I'm investigating the right thing. It's just to be able to pull the last 24 hours or such time from a Google channel or subscription, correct?
Yeah, so on YouTube you can subscribe to a bunch of different basically I have subscriptions for a bunch of different news stations. Local news, international news.
Okay.
And then it should be able to pull those subscriptions for the last, the latest 24 hours worth of subscriptions.
Okay.
Or
Okay, got
postings,
it.
and then just pull those in.
And put them in a reproduction list, I guess.
Yeah, I mean it can just loop through those last 24 hours. However we want to do it. If we want to create a playlist and put it through that way, or however we need to make it work. So.
Okay, got it. Got it.
The trick is going to be removing the ones that get removed. Does that make sense?
Yeah, the ones that are already old,
Right, yeah.
just throw them somewhere else.
Yeah, so we got to be able to get rid of those and just keep the latest 24 hours in a loop. So.
All right. Okay, I'll be investigating if that's possible with the YouTube API.
Yeah, or something similar. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to work that way, just something to that effect. So.
Okay.
Awesome. Any other thoughts, comments, ideas, or are we good to go?
I'm good. Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good now.
I'm good too.
Yeah, good to go.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks, guys. I'm going to stop the broadcast and I'll post a link to the recording. So.
Okay. Bye.
Alrighty.
All right.
All right. See you guys.
See ya.
Bye.